What's up, motherfucker? I saw someone start their videos like that and I was like, oh, I've been saying that for so long, but I've always edited it out. Maybe I'll edit this out as well. But yeah, I thought it would be a little bit fun if I would be like, hey, motherfucker, how you doing? Okay, anyway, hi, have you missed me? I hope you haven't. I haven't done a lot of will I buy it videos or stuff like that. I'm just putting on my earrings. I had these on the entire day and then I took them off when I was going to film a little get ready with me. So my get ready with me video is probably gonna be the one that is up next. Swedish word of the day, by the way, is birthday, because Sigge's birthday was yesterday. So yeah, that is in Swedish, födelsedag. Födelsedag. Visst var det din födelsedag igår, hjärtat? His mommy was home the entire day. It was Tuesday. Yeah, I spent every single minute on him, loving him, hugging him, and giving him a lot of candy. Anyway, okay, so today I'm gonna do a I'm gonna do a will I buy it video, and if you want to know a little bit more of why I haven't posted as much and so on, I will have a get ready with me up sometime soon in the near future. Hopp. I'm not on my no buy anymore, but I'm not very tempted on purchasing a lot of makeup, and I'm very tired, especially about eyeshadow palettes that we usually talk about. So yeah, let's hear me be a little bit negative. So when I started my no buy, I actually unsubscribed to Trend Mood, not because I hate her or anything. It was because of the fact that I did want to follow her and be tempted. Truth. So Linda Hallberg is coming out with something new, and they're pretty good at this, at like sneak peeking on Instagram and trying to get their audience like very pumped up about it. And I'm sorry, but I'm just not having it anymore. So they did that 3 launches ago and I was so excited, and then it was a fucking eyeliner and a glow mist that only contained 30 milliliters, and I was like, okay, and everyone was like, woo, woo, and I was like, why are you so excited about a fucking eyeliner? It's just a black eyeliner. It's just like a normal felt tip eyeliner that they had to recall or call back because there was something wrong with it. I think a lot of Swedish people like to suck their balls. They're anyway coming out with a fusion kit. So this is their eye pencils, and to be completely honest, I have all of their eye pens except the blue one. I don't really use a blue one. If I use a blue one, I use a black. I have one from e.l.f. actually that I think is a little bit better, which is the J. Kissa one. But I have the eye pens and I think that they are phenomenal. I used to think that. But then I purchased the Colourpop gel liners, and now when I want to get, like yesterday I was going to use the yellow one because I didn't want it to be as intense as the Colourpop liners can be. Now I'm talking about the gel liners, not the pen liners, and I just couldn't get it to be that pigmented, and I was just so annoyed with it. So I didn't sharpen it. Maybe I should do that because maybe there was just something hardened around or something. I'm not really sure, but it just didn't perform the way that I remembered it to perform, and I don't really know if it's my preferences that has changed. I'm not too sure about it, but yeah, not gonna purchase this. They were hyping this up for days. I didn't have a lot of expectations because, as I said, they did that and it was just an eyeliner. And to me, I'm like, who fucking cares? These are also eyeliners, but at least these are a little bit more fun, but they're just not really my colors. So yeah, not purchasing. Are you surprised? And then my beloved friend Jessica, there's about like a few channels. I'm not really watching a lot of beauty content anymore because a lot of the beauty content is about like new makeup releases and this palette is new and this palette is newer, and X, Y, and Z. And I'm not really having it. I'm not interested in seeing if this palette works for you or not. I'm not really excited about that. I like a little bit more like get ready with me videos or just kind of laid back chill videos. But I love Jessica's channel and her videos. She's like my bae. There's a joke that I have with her that I say that I at least watch her videos 2 times. And I'm not kidding. I watch all of her videos at least 2 times. I'll link her down below. Anyway, she long video about anything or long answer about nothing. Anyway, she actually hashtagged me. No, she tagged me. I'm old. She tagged me on Instagram and said, look, there's a new Moondust palette from Urban Decay coming out. And when I saw that on my phone, I was like, so I immediately opened up the message and I was like, oh. No. You guys know I love my Moondust palette. That is my bae. I just recently pulled it out again because I had neglected and forgotten about it. How could I do that? I'm not really sure. But I absolutely love and adore that palette, and I've gotten so many of you guys to purchase it. I currently have 2 pans in it and I'm going to get more. But this palette is just dull. These aren't my shadows at all, and I feel like they could have done something a little bit more fun, maybe like a neon pink. I would have been like, yes. Maybe they could have done some bronzy reds or something that a lot of people likes. I don't really know, but this isn't it. So Melt is coming out with some products, and I tried something from, yes, I have one of their eyeshadow palettes that my beautiful friend Christina sent over to me from Instagram, or she's on here as well, but I don't know what her YouTube handle is on YouTube anyway. Anyway, they're coming out with eyeshadow palettes, and I have to be totally honest here that these are 2 palettes that actually stood out to me. As I've said, there's been so many new makeup coming out, but these I actually was like, oh wow, I need to look at this, because I feel like they did I'm gonna put this on mute. I feel like they did a phenomenal job with this entire collection. So it contains 3 liquid lipsticks, a purple, a pink, and an orange. Not purchasing. I have lip products and I've bought way more than I want to admit to, so I'm not purchasing anything of that. And then they're coming out with gel liners. Not purchasing that because I have amazing ones from Colourpop that you guys know that I love, so I'm not gonna purchase that. They're coming out with a highlighter that looks absolutely amazing, but currently I cannot close my highlight drawer. Almost. I can't close it. I actually made a little bit of room in it yesterday, but I moved it to another hutch that I have right over there. But I think that the highlight is absolutely gorgeous, and then they're coming out with the 2 eyeshadow palettes, and I think that they did amazing work when it comes to these palettes. They are so beautiful and they are so pleasant to look at. You know, just like my eyes when I'm looking at it, it's perfect. It's perfection. There's nothing, just looking at the color story, like I would change. Okay, maybe I would change a little bit, but there is depth in it. There's versatility in it. I love it. I think it's phenomenal. So yeah, am I going to purchase it though? No, because when I'm looking at the blue eyeshadow palette, the blue and red, I know that I don't really use a lot of those shades, so I feel like, nah, why should I? And then the other palette that is like red and green looks perfect, but I have those shades, so I'm not gonna purchase it. I'm actually gonna talk about a makeup release that I got today. This is from Max Up the Makeup, and I still haven't fixed an affiliate code with them. I'm so sorry, but you use Amy's code. It's like Amy Loves if you want to purchase this. This is called Swather Weather, and when you're gonna look at this, I'm sure that if you are from my audience, you're gonna think that this is boring. So this is a little bit more of that neutral palette with green, but Max Up the Makeup actually contacted me. So all of the palettes that I have gotten from the brand, I've gotten in PR, and they contacted me and they said, we know that you are on a no buy, but would you like the palette anyway in PR? And I was like, yes. You know what? I want this palette. This is probably the one palette that has me the most excited because my makeup preference has changed so much. I've bought and used so much color the past couple of months and years. So I've been like, you know what, I need a change and I need something that is very quick in the morning, and this palette for me is it. It has the greens that you guys know that I love. These are a little bit more greeny browns as well, and then this is a little bit more of that reddish brown, and then this is a little bit more of that purpley, and then we have these reddish tones. We have a gold, we have a bronze shimmer, and you know I know that not everyone is going to be very excited about this, but I am actually, this is probably one of the palettes that I've been most excited about in a long time that I have received. Would I have purchased it by myself? I'm not sure, but I think it's a gorgeous palette. I really think that the design is cute as well, so I am going to try it out tomorrow, I think. Not filming or anything. Maybe I'll do an Instagram video on it. I've done a lot of Instagram videos, so if you want to go ahead and follow me there, just do that. I'll link it right here or something, but you can just follow me there. Another makeup release that I have is actually from Kaleidos. So Kaleidos Cosmetics contacted me, and they also asked me if I wanted to receive the highlighters from them that they were coming out with. And I was like, hell yeah, send them to me, and send them to me now, because I feel like when it comes to indie brand, Kaleidos is probably my current favorite indie brand. There's nothing that I'm disappointed with when it comes to them, like formula wise or anything. And the VR neon palette, the pink one in that, you don't want to know how many times I've used that. I haven't done a video on them or anything, but I did do an Instagram video with these. So I did swatch all of them on Instagram, and then I used 3 of them in that video. So they look like this. So they come in like a pack like this. So cute. So look like this. This is like Space Age, a Star Surfer. And then when you open it up, it looks like this. Very cute. It's a little bit bulky, and I actually removed, now I can't do it because I actually did my nails the other day. You can actually take this out. I don't want to do it because I'm gonna mess up the packaging, and they're way too beautiful to do that. But they are a little bit wide, and it's a little bit of carton in here. To me, that doesn't really bother, but the favorite that I have is this one. It's Laser Glazer. I used this as an eyeshadow in my video. I'm just gonna swatch it for you. Like, look at that. I'm sorry if I have crap under my nail. I'm sorry, but look at that. Oh, sorry. Oh. Like, how can you not just love that? It's just so beautiful. I think that they are all phenomenal. The one criticism I would give is that if you are of a deeper complexion, you'll have a problem finding a shade. I actually thought that I wouldn't be able to use 4 of the highlights because I hadn't seen anything, but they said that it was going to be 6 of them. So I thought, okay, one is going to be too light because it's gonna apply to the fairest of fair, and then I'm still fair, but you know what I mean. And then I'm going to be able to use like the second one and maybe the third one, and then the other 3 I thought that I would do a giveaway on, but no, I can use them all. And that is a criticism, of course, and it's something that they can do better next time, but for now I'm happy. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Anastasia Beverly Hills, what the fuck are you doing? I am so mad at Anastasia Beverly Hills. So yes, I haven't done a video like this in a very long time, and therefore I haven't talked about any of the new palettes. So I think the last one I talked about was the Jackie Aina one, and since that it's been 6 new palettes. There's been the Norvina 1, the Norvina 2, and then the Norvina 3. It's been too many palettes, and then it's been the Carly Bible palette. When I'm uploading this, it's probably gonna be like 10 new palettes. In the beginning, I thought that, okay, they had investors, and I talked about this in a live, and I think that that live is still up. So I talked about the first palette, and I said that I think that it is that people have invested in the brand, they want to get some money back, and they want to get it back quickly, because some investors, they are fine with it that it's gonna take a couple of years, and others it's like We want it pronto. Out of all of the palettes, like the Carly Bible palette didn't speak to me at all. Am I saying that it's ugly? Absolutely not. It's just a little bit too soft for my liking. You guys see me today, I'm pretty neutral. It's actually this Pixie palette. I did film this and I did use it for like in my get ready with me, but this is like pretty soft. But I think that this palette is really cute versus the Carly Bible palette, and the Norvina 2 palette had a little bit too many blues in it for my liking. Not saying that there's anything wrong with blues. It was very aesthetically pleasing when you looked at it, but in my personal opinion, I don't use blues a lot. I love it when I do a blue look, and I always think that I look so, I don't know, like icy and a fairy goddess, or not a fairy goddess, but you guys know what I mean. But I just, no, I don't want to purchase more blue palettes because I never ever reach for them. So I just feel like, nah, no. And then the third palette came out and I was like, this is my vibe. And then they said that it's not coming to Sweden. Well, fuck you then. Fuck you. That drives me fucking insane. So yeah, and then they came out with the mini palettes and I was like, this is a joke. I actually thought that these were W7 palettes when I saw them, and I was like, oh yeah, I can get behind that. I can purchase those for like $3. No. ABH is not Colourpop. ABH cannot pull this shit off. And to be completely honest, ABH has been one of my favorite brands for years. I've been excited when they have come out with palettes and bronzers and highlights. Now, not so much. Fuck your PR list. So many people have been like, oh my god, yes, this is perfect. But the overall consumer has been like, what the fuck are you doing? Because they know that they are not gonna get this sent to them. I know so many people that's been like, that is on the ABH PR list, that is like, yay, a new palette. Of course you are excited. You don't have to pay for it. I would also be excited. I would be like, yay, new ABH palette. But when you have to pay for it, it's a whole other difference. Like, no, you are not gonna play us like that, ABH. So talking about Colourpop, they have come out with their fair share of products as well. And they almost got me with, what is it called? I'm gonna look up and see what it's called. Bye Bye Birdie palette, or the Bye Bye Birdie collection. Fuck, that is cute. Oh, that is so my style. And I uploaded a few things that I wanted from my Instagram, and then one of you guys actually commented on my Instagram post and you said, you have those shades, Paulina. And I was like, you know what? I do. And I have multiple of them. And it was sort of like someone just woke me up from a dream that I had. I don't know what it was, but it was just like, oh my god. And I was so close to actually placing an order the 4 days ago or something. Did I say this in this video or in the last one? I don't remember, so sorry if I'm repeating myself. But I was going to purchase 3 palettes, and then I asked myself, do you want them, Paulina, or do you just want new makeup? And I was like, you know what? I just want new makeup. I don't want these palettes. I hadn't even fully looked at them. I was just like, yes, I'm gonna add this one and this one and this one. I do this a lot. And then I was like, you know what? No, stop it. So, not getting anything from the Bye Bye Birdie palettes or Bye Bye Birdie collection. I'm saying bye bye, Birdie Colourpop. I just saw the small James Charles palette. Not for the first time, but should we talk about it? Let's talk about it. I've never seen a bigger scam. Honestly, this makes a total sense why he was so mad about Wet n Wild doing this palette. I get it, James. I get it. I would be pissed as well. There's something about James, like he's so full of himself, and I just kind of want to shake him and make him like wake up, because I remember seeing his reveal video or whatever it was, and he was like, oh, this palette is revolutionary. This makeup industry has never seen a palette like this before, X, Y, and Z. And when I saw the palette, I was like, okay, you couldn't decide what to do, so you just added every shade you could possibly think of. Like, it wasn't like he did a curated 12 pan eyeshadow palette or 16 pan eyeshadow palette. No, he was like, I feel like I need a blue.
Okay, I feel like I need a red as well, and a brown, and then like a taupey shade, and then I also need a green and a purple and a yellow and green and a mossy green, and then like a brownish purpley diarrhea shade, and we also need a black, but you also need a white, and then you also need a gray, of course, but then you also maybe need something a little bit pinkish, purpley, lavender, periwinkle, beige.
Don't buy the small palette. Just don't do it. Oh my god, this almost got to me. Nabla or Nebla, like Nikki Tutorial says. I love it when she uses their products because she always says Nebla. And I'm like, where's the E, honey? Where is it? Did I sound very condescending now? I didn't mean it that way. But anyway, these highlights look absolutely fucking adorable. Like they look so beautiful, but I don't need a new highlighter. I feel like I'm saying this a lot, but I just don't need it. There's so many highlights in my collection. I'm looking at it right now and I'm like, okay, I really want to use that, but I have too many. So I know that it's time to put on the gloves and start decluttering a little bit. Anyway, very, very beautiful. I haven't said the price about anything in this video. I'm so out of it. Okay, they are, I'm not really sure how much they are. They are around 17 to 18 euros each. Very, very beautiful. This Jouer palette is also like, when I saw that on Trendmood, I was like, I'm buying it. Of course I'm buying it. I'm buying it now. But then I realized that, you know what, blush, I've been into creams and creams only for months now. I don't want to use powders anymore. I don't use powders. I use my Milk in the shade Quickie or my Natasha Denona one. It's the only two blushes that I use. But the palette is absolutely gorgeous. I think it's even prettier than the first one, and that was a challenge for them. Like the first one was perfect, so when they were coming out with that second one, I would have been a little bit nervous, and they killed it. They absolutely killed it. It's $39. Last thing I'm gonna talk about is Fenty and the lip toppers that she came out with, which is a little holiday set where you get 5 different lip glosses. I was actually contemplating purchasing these this past weekend. My friend Jessica from Stars Hall with Jessica that I talked about earlier, she bought them during the 20% off, and I was like, okay, maybe I should purchase them myself because everyone talks about them and you get a lot of variety and you get a lot of cute shades and it's not a lot of money. But then I was like, you know what? I'm sure that I have glosses and that these are just as good as my other ones. Like I love, for instance, the Colourpop glosses. I think that those are phenomenal. I think that those are my favorite glosses. Not they're so juicy glosses because those are but the normal glosses I absolutely adore. Which other gloss do I like? I have some from Dose of Colors, some from Dose I really like as well. But those are like the 2 brands that I have, and I feel like I don't really need to expand. I have 4 glosses from Becca that I'm looking at right now that is like a little mini from like Chrissy Teigen that I've had for about a month. I haven't used it. I haven't even opened the packaging. I haven't swatched them. I haven't done anything. So no, I don't need this. Okay, last thing. Okay, this is like an inside joke. Okay, so you guys know when it comes to eyeshadow, I appreciate all of the eyeshadows. Like I appreciate all colors, all tones and everything. I have done like a super green look, I've done a super blue look, a super yellow look, I've done everything. I've done like rainbow looks and everything, like brown looks, whatever. But grays, I don't touch grays. I don't use grays. I can stretch myself to use like a little bit more of a grayish brown, but that's it. Full gray, no. Nuh-uh, not on this girl. No. And I'm not saying that it's ugly, it's just ugly to me. You don't have to think that it's ugly, but I do. This is just my opinion and I wouldn't ever use it. So Colourpop came out with this palette and I didn't get it because I think Jessica actually sent this to me, like a picture on it, and she showed it to me and I was like, I don't get it. It's black and white. Like, what am I supposed to say? I don't even know what it looks like. And then I went to Trendmood to look at it and I was like, it's not fucking black and white. It fucking looks like this. It's not black and white. What are they doing? This is one of the ugliest palettes that I've ever seen, if not the ugliest palette I have ever seen. I don't get it. I even featured it on my Instagram and I was like, what is this? And most of you guys agreed, but some of you respectfully did not and was like, I actually think it's beautiful. And I was like, you're crazy. How can you think that this is beautiful? Maybe like the silver if you like that, but that palette was not made for someone like me. So that was that. If you liked this video, give me a little thumbs up. If you did not enjoy this video, give me a thumbs down. Don't forget to say happy birthday to Sigge in the comments. And if you have stayed throughout this entire video, leave a little dog emoji. And don't forget to follow Sigge's Instagram as well. It's always linked down below. Let's say bye.